Yo, Neptune, what's up? The Wordle today was ass, dude. I did the Wordle this morning, and I'm just like, yo, so let me do my thing. It's one fucking vowel, and that's all I'm saying. But like, I'm tired of these dumbass words because yesterday's word was carif, and I'm like, what the fuck is a carif? Or no, it was kefir. I'm just like, what the fuck is a kefir? Neat. What the hell? Okay, cool. Okay, I kept messing up easy skip yesterday, so... There's another way that you could do easy skip by walking, because if you walk, you do get the standing jump, but... Oh wait, hang on a second. Yo, that gives me an idea. Hold up. Okay. Walking does not help.
It's true, blondes do have more fun.
Damn it. Where was it? Was it here? That kills me. Yep. I'm gonna find the visual cue here. Where's the visual cue at? That's too close, isn't it? No, it's not. That is not too close. So it's like what? Please crash here and then body slam, I think. Yeah, I was dead. It's too far to the left, I think. Fuck. Stand like right here, maybe? Come on. Let me land. There you go. Damn it, I delayed that jump for millions of years.
It's true. Blondes do have more fun.
Cortex moved weirdly there for anybody else. Did anybody else think that that looked weird? Then that white dot? Yeah, there we go. That's it. Bum ba dum bum ba da dum ba da ba. That should have worked. Yep. Got the splash. Messed it up. Got the splash again, there we go. Got the splash again. Oh. That was a fuck up. Got the splash again. Get off of the invisible wall, thank you. go, got it again. Okay, I'll try it. I'll do it one more time. What? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna practice ice climb. I also need to fix this, I need to fix this, I need to fix this, save file. Because this save file has, gems in Academy of Evil. You know, actually, as well, I should practice some platform descent. Do this a couple of times. Damn, I forgot to jump. Or I forgot that I needed to jump, rather. Uh-oh. I was a little bit too far forward there. Not in the right spot. It still worked. That's good. Okay. Damn it.
What have I got?
Okay. I also need to practice the bat.
What have I got?
Why is the bat coming outside with me? That would not have worked.
What have I got?
Am I
What have I got?
going too far? The fridge is indeed watching. I need to watch my old video because I don't actually know how to do this without body slamming. No. First splash. This doesn't work. How many views does this have? This never worked for me. Huh? Oh, wait, no. Oh, that's different. Never mind. Yo, Greek. Thanks, Twitch. True. Says, mentions you. That's not even the right... Yeah, discard changes. First splash. Where's the in-depth tutorial? In-depth tutorial.
Imagine.
Where's the bat thing? Show me the bat.
Touch the water at some point. Teleport. One thing you need is double jump and body slam in the center. Here. We've got that established. That basically point. Going to the edge here, going to the edge here, and then walking to about this point. And
okay.
then moving over to here, and then you go into this little line here. Then...
Okay. Hold up.
What have I got?
I didn't follow it exactly, yo, Joseph. Thanks for the good luck. Oh, 07, your watch streak? True.
What have I got?
There we go. Now it should work. No? How the hell did I used to do this then? Looks like I'm gonna have to go through my old PBs and check to see how I used to do Cursed Splash, because, like, I've done the new one, which is easier for bat manipulation, technically, so I have no fucking clue how the hell I used to do this. Let me see here. Let me check the 1050? 1053, I think that was before I was doing the old bat minute stuff.
30.
Yo, Brendo.
So yeah, this is Crash Twinsanity any percent. Very cursed.
Okay. Fuck me. Come on.
What have I got?
I think the bat's gonna come out with me still. No. Okay. So, okay. I have relearned how the hell I used to do it. Cool. Okay, sort of.
What have I got? What have I got?
You love the bat just fuck the wall of phases through, though. Yeah. Fuck. That's not gonna work either. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this now. Thanks to your YouTube recommendations, not Twitch. I'm gonna start using a spin to like time it. So I can essentially, okay, that doesn't work either. I'm trying to simulate what I do with the faster strat, because like it works better. Okay, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I still don't know why the hell I keep messing this up. Do you know why this happens? Yes. Bat manip is wrong. If you mess up the bat manip, the bat, doesn't follow you the correct way. Oh, I think I know why I get it now. Okay, so with the old strat, I never got the swag crouch as consistently as I get it now. I don't get it nearly as consistently. No, I used to not get it nearly as consistently, whereas now I get it, like, first try. So, like, I just go too fast. At least I think so. I'm not sure exactly why the hell. Because if I do this... like, if I do it this way, it's easy, but I can't do it with the splash. See, like, if I do it that way, it's, like, really easy. Yo, sir. Why is the bat still going through? Maybe it's because the bat's too low? And maybe I need to make him go higher? So you were asked today if you'd be able to teach Spanish? Nice. Okay, the bat's height has nothing to do with it. Okay. It's gonna go through. Yep. That was too far to... The bat was too far to the left. And the bat still went through. Now I'm confused as to why the hell this happens. Yeah, like, I think I just do it too fast now. I don't... I don't know what... I don't know what the game wants from me. Do I... Like, I'm getting the bat out every time. Consistent bat OOV. No, this is what people used to get. All the time. I'm almost certain that the reason why this is happening is just because I get swag crouch too fast. No, it's not that either. I don't know what to do. Because here's the thing, I know this thing is hyper-specific. Okay. I know the bat is like hyper-specific. So, if you just do it wrong, it won't go through. Or, I mean, if you do it wrong... I don't even think I, Okay. I just need to wait for, like, way longer. Then it'll probably go out with me. No, it didn't. Okay. I'm gonna watch for the platform then. Okay. I solved it. I wait for the platform to start dipping upwards. Okay. Good. Alright. Now that we have that established... Cool. Let me look up the other thing that I found real quick before I do anything else. I want to check the blue gem snag. Okay. So the blue gem snag is like this. Oh, this sucks. Learning a hiragana because life has just gotten in the way. Understandable. You know, I wonder... Can I get this way? No. There's gotta be another way. You bastard. I wonder if I can actually... I should be able to get... Go away! Oh wait, hang on a second. You happy with the progress you made so far? That's good. Buenas, alzador. ¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien? ¿Y tú? Mierda. Qué roca de mierda. I hate that rock, dude. So fun fact about this strat, by the way. You tuning in? Nice. Yeah, everything's good. Just got home. So see, I have the yellow gem, but it's still there. And you can collect it, but it doesn't double collect. It's actually the game's mechanic for checking, for making sure you don't grab multiple crystals. For some reason, it also applies to gems. You go to Zardi Abandoned RA? I have not, Jacob. I just haven't been doing RA Even though I did RA like 2 days ago. Yesterday I wasn't up for it. Okay. Damn it. Okay, so this is the thing I wanted to check. Am I really not able to... How did Metroid 1 shake out? I'm not done with Metroid Zero Mission yet. Yo, Hatake. Doing a little bit of testing. Just a little bit of testing, a little testy test. I have an idea, hold up. Alright. Watch my strats. Oh, that would work! It can't, but it would. That sucks. If I didn't lose control of Crash... I would need it to dip just a little bit lower. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Hold up. I got an idea. What if I did this? Damn it! Oh, spinning. Wait, spinning prevents it from... No. Yeah, see, that wouldn't make any sense. Just make it dip lower than the... Yes, it does. But by how much? I can't see enough to, like... I think that'll work. Hang on. I can't get it to work. The only thing we got is this strat, which is rough. And that didn't even work that time. That sucks. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that strat then still. Wait, hold up. Alright, in the video I did to showcase it. Yeah, the problem is getting on the conveyor belt sucks. Oh wait, this is actually low enough. Hold up. I know what to do. It's not gonna be as fast as I did it in the video, I think, but oh, come on. I lost speed. That's close, but not quite it. If I slide for it. Damn it. Can you stop? Let me die! I just got splash teleport. Fuck me. Move out of the way. I want to be able to see the fucking gem as I go for it, dude. Camera's just forever gonna be shit there, unfortunately. At least want to see if it's possible. Let me see if it's possible first. Come on, man. There's like no camera angle in the world that will let me see this fucking gem. I just kind of have to guess. I know I could do this, which is the worst part. I'm not making that. Oh, I made it. I just need a visual cue that doesn't lock my fucking camera. I want to make this fast, and I also want to make this easy. Practicing 100%. I'm testing something. Yo, Mikhail, what's up? What up? Testing. I'm just checking to see if I can make this, like, good. And then, I don't think I can make it. I can't get the speed required. Wait, hang on a second. There's a question. Can I do a double jump to make this, If I do a really delayed double jump, I think I can make it. Yeah, the problem was getting the problem with the other strat is just, like, it's hard to get the thing. Like, it's hard to get the moonwalk for this. That's the issue. Like, if it weren't difficult as fuck, because doing that is particularly hard. What sucks is that falling from here doesn't work. Falling from here also doesn't work. Jumping from over there doesn't work. Yo, Asura, what's up? No matter what we do, grabbing this gem is going to suck. Like, there's just no way around this not sucking. Is it actually faster to death abuse, though? Could you airwalk on the blue light stick? What do you mean by blue light stick? Airwalk to the blue light stick? Oh, that doesn't matter. See if you get frustrated? That... No. Unless I could get the airwalk by doing something like that. Like, if I could get the airwalk some other way. You can't get moonwalk fast? No, the moonwalk sucks. Like, doing this sucks. So I'm trying to look at a better way to do it. How, if I manage to make that, how many seconds or minutes will I save? What trick? This? It saves like 2 seconds or something. You need to cook something else soon? Nice. Yeah, I give up. How achievable would a some 1 hour time be? With current strats, impossible. I think if you were to reach every sum of best, including some of the unimplemented time save, it would be close to sub hour. But not achievable. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, because I'm pretty sure it will happen. There's a couple of things that are not cooked as of yet. Why is it that when I do this route, I never fail that, but when I'm doing standard route, I fail Vortexless? I don't understand that. That's weird. Damn it. Okay. I think I'm practiced enough. Let's do runs! So I will say, like, definitely be on the lookout for the sub 1, because it will happen. It's just that as of right now, as it stands, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Hella bread and 17 cents. I'm in better shape than I was yesterday. But you know what would be a funny emote idea? Turning these tiki heads into Moai statues as an emote. That would be funny. Thanks for the good luck. Gracias por la suerte. Did not get that mask. I don't know what you're saying nice to, but I haven't really done anything impressive yet. Pretty nifty. Does it work both ways? It does. You like my movements? Well, I mean, I do have some of the best movements. I think I failed it. The title still. What the fuck? How does it say any percent? Update, 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 update. Fucking update. What does it say on YouTube? Don't tell me it says 80%. I will fucking... Oh my fuck, it says 80%. Why does it say 80%? It's 100%, dude. Stop resetting that. Why does it keep saying any percent? I even set it to do that. I'm mad, dude. Yeah, I just updated it. I checked it out and it's like, oh yeah, it says 80%. No! I set the title to 100%. Why does it always revert? Should happen to you the other day, had to reset stream in the end. Oh no, it's because of Restream, because Restream sucks ass. But I'm not paying for a multi-streaming service. No wonder everybody was like asking me yesterday about any percent, because I wasn't doing any percent. Yo, cool, what's, thanks for the good luck. What's up? Just become the multi-streaming service? True. Yeah, imagine, people pay for multi-streaming services. Yeah, the thing that I like about Restream is that it uses a bot that relays the messages between everything, so that way people don't have to, like, have both chats open to know what other people are saying. So, like, everybody can, like, stay, like, understand. The only problem is that emotes don't transfer. I still don't know what YouTube emotes are and how they, like, show up. You did a donation? Oh, I don't have my alerts, but I appreciate it. Thanks, Michala. I don't have the stream elements stuff on. I can redo them. But I do appreciate the donation. I definitely need donations. Please don't only if you have money to spend. Please don't do it. Listen, everybody in the world needs money. I also don't know how to have it show up on my client. Hold on. Don't have custom emotes? Yes, that's true. Damn you. You really don't want to go to work today? Understandable. Thanks for the stonks. I did get the splash, by the way. It is a small amount, considering in talking with me. No, I appreciate it. You make that bank, Hatake. just to body slam you through your desk. Damn. Wait. My stick flicked. Damn it. Let me see if I can, like, let me do the stream elements thing. Stream elements. Hopefully I don't have to, okay. Dashboard. Remind me later. Apparently it says I did not get any tips. Probably because, it's probably because, it's not linked to stream elements for some reason, and I think I remembered the reason why I don't have that unless... Yeah, because it takes, like, a number, it takes, like, some of your, stuff. Yeah, so I think it's a direct PayPal. Which I'll need to figure out how to make a notification for that. But I believe the reason why I took that away or never set it up with stream elements was very specifically so that way they wouldn't get a cut. Because I don't trust them. I believe that's the reason why. I can't say for sure, but I think that's the reason. Mind you, I set this stuff up properly, like, over a year ago. Like, it was before I went to Japan, so it was, like, probably, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I can't say for sure, because I don't remember. I know there was some kind of a reason for it. I'll look into a way to have it reflect it without having to use stream elements. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of a widget or something. So I apologize if it doesn't show up, for the time being, because you're not the first person, you're the second person. Which, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. And this is not me trying to gather pity or sympathy, by the way. I want to preface this. I never really expected people to actually want to donate, but I put it there just in case there was that one person that may want to. But I never expected it. Which is why, like, a lot of this stuff isn't set up. Because I never expected it to actually start happening, right? Oh, like, I'd rather be open and honest with it than, say like, oh, yeah, don't worry, I'll have that set up, it was, blah, blah, blah. No, I'd rather give the real reason. I'm not that kind of person that wants to just, like, say, you know, some kind of bullshit, or whatever. So yeah, I apologize, and I'll actually make sure to try to figure that out, because I would like to properly thank anybody that would want to do so. At least through Twitch, if there's anything that happens through YouTube, I quite frankly don't know how that would be set up, because to be honest, use Twitch alerts, like buy me a coffee or something like that. Yeah, that would be good. Little broomstick, little bullshit. Truth. They work well. Easy. I almost hit the cutscene trigger there. Sometimes you kind of proxy there. Or, like, there are times where you get, like, random bursts of speed, which kind of sucks. Are more helpful than subs since Twitch gets a cut of them? Technically, yeah. It's the same with bits. Bits used to not get a touch, but donations are more helpful. Though, mind you, I still do get tax off of donations, since the PayPal that's there is a business PayPal. I don't know, I guess I'm doing this right now. Yeah, and Twitch payout has a threshold lock. Donations are immediate. Which, so yesterday I got, what, like 2 subs, right? And then I'm like, yeah, I finally get a payout. And then I look at my stuff. I'm 70 cents short. And I'm just like, dude, are you fucking kidding? How much does Twitch get out of this bullshit? I was like, you fucking son of a bitch. I mean, mind you, right now I actually do have some money up until I start getting my student loan stuff. So like, I'm good for the time being for everything that I need at the moment. Like, I mean, the only thing I really need to do is like probably like go to like a Salvation Army and buy myself like a couple shirts or something. And then I need to just buy my school supplies. That's about it, really. But I was like, damn, I'm gonna have some extra money just in case. Then it's like, nah, 70 cents short. So either A, I can't fucking do math, which is probably the case. Or B, Twitch sucks balls. And it could really just be Twitch sucking balls. And I'm only bringing that up because I think it's kind of fucking funny. Like, normally I wouldn't really talk about that, but it's like, I think it's really funny that, like, I was thinking, like, hell yeah, dude, and then it's like, ah, fuck you. I almost failed that. Taking a very indirect path just in case. I don't want to die to these damn nitros. Maybe I should really stop being a little bitch and just do the body slam. Jiku would be proud. Because the only reason I'm not going for it is because I'm a little bitch. What do you mean I did it again? Okay, I practiced this and I got it like several times in a row. Now I can't get it at all. So I may do Twitch alerts. Like what Ser does instead of Stream Elements. Couldn't get the Stream Elements one to work fine. Yeah, it always has problems. Stream Elements always has some type of problems. It always breaks. Like the raid one that I just, for some reason, it just kept fucking breaking and then just playing the damn, the sound alert. And then since, like, I wasn't really getting anything, I just, like... No, since, like, it just kind of seemed like it was pointless to have, I never re-added it. Because I'm kind of lazy. I'm just gonna start body slamming the damn nitros again. You misspelled the PayPal. Damn. That's true. If you really want to donate to me, you could just go to paypal.com/gpro is fucking poor. Don't actually do that. That doesn't exist. If I am no longer poor, I will make that my PayPal URL because it just sounds so fucking funny, dude. It's like that little dot, right? Yeah. Yay! I'm saving time. Watch me not save time because I'm gonna fuck this up. That worked. There you go. I got the splash. You can hear the splash get cut off. I'm not sure if my game sound is loud enough for that though. This is kind of a clean J-Bay. Yeah, this is pretty clean. Why does my fucking... I don't know why my stick flicks. I might start holding up on D-pad there just to fix that because, like, I don't know why, but my stick just always flicks when I do that. I don't know what I used to do differently. You could hear the splash with headphones, maybe. It's really, really subtle because you get the splash as you die. What the hell was that? One of these days. No, I'm not taking lose 7 seconds to that. I'm deceased, dude. Good afternoon, Yo Abdo, what's up? It is indeed afternoon here. Look at me losing all this time. I lost a whole second. 5:26 p.m. Understandable. Grody on that Portugal time. Okay. Why did you move away? 7:26. Brody on that finish time. I hit, continue without saving. So I go back to school in 4 days. You'll be in the middle then with 18. That would be Central European time. Brody on that Spanish time. But in English we use a colon. I almost did a body slam at the wrong time. Thank you. I got the double body slam, which is time loss. It's just your name that resembles Spanish? Yeah, true. I mean, it's the other part, not the alpha. Do I know why the double body slam happens? I believe what happens is that the game assumes you go back in the air when you do the body slam. Like, I literally named Booster. 5:29, Brody on that British time. Oh, it's time for tea and crumpets. Oh, governor. Nobody talks like that. I just want to point that out that... Oh, fucking thank you, yeah, mate. You fucking... What you waffling about, mate? I'll shank you up something, stew. Buenas, Slade. Ando con pies. ¿Y tú cómo andamos? I got the splash. Master of time zones. Have I borrowed the powers from a trophy? Listen, I'm actually, like, for some reason really good at knowing time zones. And the only time when I wasn't capable of figuring out, like, time differences was when I was in Japan. That should have made it in. Yep. That looks like a hole-in-one. That was really close to a hole-in-one, dude. Now you're on my time, you little... We are in cavern. My biggest problem with getting hover skip nowadays is that I flick the stick by accident. instead of like trying to lead it back to center. But I don't want to hold it, because holding it can be detrimental as well. Because holding the stick will cause Crash to turn, even if you don't want him to turn. It's kind of stupid. But maybe, I think that's what I used to do. But now, like, I usually choose my lines, and, like, I'm really good at being able to just, like, angle Crash correctly. I might make it. I might make it. I didn't make it. Go! That was close. That was really close. I'm not gonna lie. So, funny thing about this strat in particular, I can't do this on emulator. I can't do that on any emulator. For some reason, I can only do it on console. And I have no idea why. I've tried it on Zemu, I can't do it. I've tried it on PCSX2, I can't do it. I believe I was able to do it on PS2. On PS2, like the console. And I can do it consistently on OG Xbox. And I was able to do it pretty consistently on 360. But I can't do it on emulator for some reason, and I don't know the reason why. Well, well, a power crystal. That's pretty cash money. Yeah, considering you gotta pay for consoles. And not for emulators. Go! Hey, I think I got it. Yes!
Yes!
The crystal is mine! Let's see if I got it. Let's go!
Weak-minded fool!
A virtual gaze when you go crystal crazy! That was a super early jump. Then I flicked my stick again. Why did you jump so low, Crash? Fuck you. The game proxied me. It's trying to do it again. It's just proxying me everywhere. It tried doing it again. I love that strat. Hopefully the cursed splash strat works. I mean, I did cook it, but that doesn't mean it's going to work. One, two, three. Do you? I didn't know that. ¡Hijo de puta! Vaya, hombre!
What have I got?
Is this run still alive? Yeah.
What have I got?
Come on, man. Well, you can't if you have zombie. That's why most people that you have seen who run hundo don't do that. Malparido. Like, the reason why most people that you would see running hundo would reset there is because they have zombie. I don't have zombie because I'm doing Cursed Splash. You don't go there with zombie. Not in early hub 3 nor hub 4. Nor early hub 4. Okay. Let's see if the new stuff works. Thank you. Okay. It does. Even got a super fast bat. No! Come on, man! Wait. Yo! Let's go, dude!
What have I got?
Oh, wait. That's right. I'm doing early hub 3. That doesn't matter. I forgot about that. I forgot I was doing early hub 3. I forgot that doesn't matter. I thought I was doing early hub 4. So if the camera gets stuck in that tunnel, in early hub 4, the camera gets stuck. So if you drown at any point, the run is over. Yes. Also, if you get any loading screens. Good luck. Oh yeah, thanks for the good luck, Scythe. Yo, Jet, thanks for the good luck. Didn't get what happened. Oh, the camera has to be by Crash, or Crash won't die. That's one of the weird things about that is that if the camera doesn't go by Crash, the game doesn't let Crash die. So so you soft lock if you're doing early hub 4. But early hub 3 this doesn't happen.
The old alma mater. As a
And
forester
I
myself,
forgot.
I'm well acquainted with the many
But I did lose time because of that. Because the camera has to take like an extra 5 seconds or something to get to Crash. Can the camera get stuck with early hub 4? Yes. It's the soft lock.
I'm stuck! The greatest
Evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
So, this is partial false time save? Okay, let's see if I get this. I missed it. Yo, Sustain, thanks for the good luck. You can snipe the Wampa into it. Io tia da coxinha. And a good 8 to you two. Thought I messed that up. Wampa Snipe saves like 10 seconds. And I don't remember if I got Wampa Snipe in my PB. I don't think I was going for it at the time. There we go, I made the cycle. Do I play modern games? Mostly friend slap stuff. Get over the wall! Damn, Cortex got egoed. Like, I was playing a lot of Repo. And then, I am gonna be playing Peak at some point. I was playing Lethal, but I don't play a lot of, like, really modern games. Okay. Though I will be playing Metroid Prime 4 when it comes out. Like, expect me to be gone. Yo, let's go. Early camera shit. It kind of looks like I did get, Lethal gets a console release. Probably not. I tried Dark Souls. I'm not interested in brutally hard games. I'm not interested in games like Dark Souls. Unless you would consider, like, Devil May Cry kinda sorta like that. Doom? I haven't played any Doom games yet. Except, I think... No. I'm a pretty big fan of Quake. Played a lot of Quake 64 when I was a kid. Fucking... Iconic. Dude. No! Ah! I almost got egoed, man. Wait, I might die here. It is entirely possible that I die here. Okay, I'm good. Yo, let's go. We got the jump. Grab the gem. There we go. Please don't fuck this up, thank you. Yeah, there we go. No soft lock. Nice. Almost soft lock there. I'm not going for the, There we go. Thanks for the, small sacrifice to the fridge. El profesional de los juegos. Yo, Victor, what's up? No! Wait. That's not really that bad. I could just do this. Es el único out of bounds. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. ¿Para qué? Crash. Cela de Cortex. Vale, dejadme contar. Let me count. Counting with G Pro. Make sure you get your little cousins and nephews. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, let's go. Ooh. Let's count them down. Who needs count von count when you got G Pro? True.
Ah, Nina, my adorable young niece.
Cinema. True.
What have I got?
I can't see. What happens if I just keep spinning? Nothing. It's just that, 30 frogs need to spawn. And you can only get, 6 frogs to the room, so you need to beat 24 of them.
Tie it to something secure, I said. Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus.
So the minimum that you need to beat is 24. You can hit more than 24. I did actually beat 25. I spun a 25th one because it was in the way. Holy mother of lag, yeah, this part's laggy. Look at Brody thinking that he can ego me. I was looking at the screen, I didn't know where the robot was. I was like, you know what? I just gotta cross my fingers and hope. The song is really nice. Okay. The rats! I could go for that hook skip. There's the Evil Twins. Evil Twins is really nice. Used AI on the album cover for this. The engine fight exists. Traje parte de la caja de guardado exacto. Your favorite song is Rockside Rumble? That's a very safe one. A lot of people really like that one. Yeah, they did disband, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't have come together. Necessarily. Got the skip, let's go. I saved like half a second. Bandicoot Pursuit is nice. Mine is the Uka theme. I like the Uka theme. It's my favorite one. I'm not going for the bus skip. I don't want to ego myself. I gotta practice it. I need more lives for the Cortex part. For Cortex Antagony. Insanity Island. Insanity Island is kind of goated. What is the bus doing? No. Crash 2 being the second? Yeah, I can see that. Crash 2 soundtrack is like, Where do I split?
They found us! Through the airship! Quickly!
You're so used to seeing runs end with the yellow gem? Yeah. Wow, Johanna. CTR OST? CTR's pretty good. So listen, I got that like smoldering hot take that CNK is better than CTR.
I see you found employment as a Balba.
As a Balba.
I'm an evil scientist!
A scientist, Harvey. To me, you'll always be a little worm. Oh yeah, I like CNK better. When it comes to music or the game? The game. I just genuinely like CTR better than or I genuinely like CNK better than CTR. Can't see Cortex just like gunning down somebody in cold blood looking like this in GTA. Like, think about it. Like, think about it. If Cortex were in GTA, he'd look like this the whole time. Like, bitch, give me my fucking car. Yeah, I'm moving closer to the exit, but not too close because I won't be able to shoot the bells. I was cooking a strat with the charge shot because the charge shot has an AoE effect. I think that's where I split. Maybe not. CNK is overhated. It is.
Come along.
The charge shot has an AoE effect. It does not actually do more damage, it just has an AoE. So I was trying to cook a strat with it, but it didn't really... It didn't pan out very well. Okay, so now we need to do platform descent and then grab the gem without dying. Cross fingers. There we go. Okay. Step 1 complete. Yeah, there we go, buddy. Oh, my strat is, like, crazy good. Like, my strat is crazy good for platform descent. I almost never miss it. Let me snag this real quick. I want to have extra lives for Cortex Antagony. Ooh, almost died there. That would have sucked. Next split I'm gonna lose time. Nice time save on rooftop. Yeah, it was clean. Damn, if you could just get up on top of that thing with the long jump, like, it would be better to do a long jump there. Why am I saving so much time here? I mean, to be fair, that was a really clean totem, but still, why did I save so much time? Gee. Almost died there. Yo, Joe, thanks for the good luck. I will read that in a second. Let me jam! How much time saved? Does the new route save approximately? About a minute and a half. With new Cortex stuff. Why was I looking at the ground there? Lag reduction. I'm surprised I got that, to be honest. Why didn't you jump? Run's dead. Dude, where's my jump? Wait, why did I reset like... I got an insta-fall there. That was really dumb. Like, the game just decided, oh yeah, you just don't get that anymore. That was a good one too, it was not. My hub 3 was okay, but my hub 1 was abysmal. Outside of zombie, like, my totem, that was really good. Why didn't Crash jump? That's what I want to know. Well, see, here's the thing, Hatake. The reason why I'm saying it wasn't a great run is because I will be able to get a run that's gonna be way better than that. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, like, I will get a run that's gonna be much better than that. Like, I should be somewhere in the realm of, like, 20 seconds ahead by the time I reach, Cursed Splash. My hub 1 is not very good in my PB. I did get Brower strats though, but like my Jungle Bungle's not very good, which is pretty normal. I never do very well on Jungle Bungle. I never try on Jungle Bungle is rather what the point is, because Jungle Bungle doesn't matter as much. And there's still time to save in Cavern. There's like 15-20 seconds. Did I hit the checkpoint? No. Yeah, there's still like a skip. Well, there's technically 2 actually that are unimplemented in Cavern, but we're not doing Crystal Crazy Skip. Fuck that. Like, yeah, it saves 15-20 seconds, but fuck that. I'm not resetting over that. Hub 1 already has enough reset points as it is. Having to reset over a trick that you can't get consistently would, suck balls. And also the fact that if you fail it once, you're already losing time. Like, the thing about all levels is that you can go for it twice before you start losing time over not doing it. But in Hundo, you lose, I think, like 10 seconds or something if you fail it once. And you are guaranteed to fail it, like, at least 5 times. It's like somewhere in the realm between 10 and 20% consistent. So, like, there is no way in hell that, like, there's no way in hell that I'm going for, Crystal Crazy Skip and Hundo. That's also one of the reasons why I'm not touching, all levels again. even though all levels could very easily drop down to like 57 without it, I'm not going to like, I don't care about all levels that much as it stands. It's a good category, but I did what I wanted to do, which was sub 1. If we found an alternative for Mountain Skip, I probably... If someone else got the record back, would I try to beat it? For all levels now. Dude, really? Yokinger. Oh, like, if somebody took Hundo, I would probably fight. If somebody took any percent, which I doubt that's happening anytime soon, it would depend. Like, I would basically go into it saying, like, okay, so here's the deal. I'll probably do this for about a couple of days, and if I don't get anywhere near close, I'm just not gonna bother. Like, Hundo is a record that I actually want to keep because I am a 100% runner, which I know is weird because everybody knows me for any percent. But at my core, I'm a 100% runner. And I prefer... Well, see, here's the other thing, though. The problem with any percent is Hub 1. If we solve Hub 1, like, I will go ham on any percent. So, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I would go for, like, a month of just straight grinding, trying to get sub 930. But, the problem is Hub 1 drains me so fucking much. Because, like, the resets, which most of them aren't your fault, are so draining that you just don't get to the end game enough to be able to consistently get good times. Like, the reason why I always have dumb mistakes... Oh, yo. Yo, Insanity, thanks for the raid. Mi boludo. Like, Mr. He Pro, true. I'm not He-Man, I am He Pro. So, basically the reason why I always make really silly mistakes in Antagony is because I can't get to Antagony enough to, get used to being on pace. So I can't do well. I just can't. I just can't do it, unfortunately. I don't make it there enough. Where's the spot? I lost the spot. It's here. But if Hub 1 were consistent, if somebody were to solve Hub 1, like, I would just abandon 100%, and then just work on the sub 930. I have gamed, or did you game? I think I missed it. I didn't. Cool. I got the splash. Okay. You. Maybe. Only for like 2 hours. Whoa. Damn. Got egoed by a bridge. Damn it. Missed it. G beginner, G intermediate, G pro, true. said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Can't think of He-Man without thinking of that. Neat. I accidentally hit the A button before I hit start my splits. What's going on? But yeah, like, it really makes me upset because I like any percent. But the reason why I like Hundo more is because Hundo is less draining, per se, or rather, like, most of the resets are your fault. And they're a lot more chill. There's a lot more breaks in Hundo. Interact with my chat, so nice to be here. That's good. I appreciate it. I mean, listen, I'm just a dude chillin'. I care more about the chat interaction until I'm on a run. It's difficult for me to, like, I don't know, Stu puts it really well. You just get bored. Like, you're doing the same thing over and over again in order to, like, beat your goal, but the thing is, like, because you know you're gonna have problems, you know you're going to have mistakes, and you know you're gonna reset, so you just get bored. That's why a lot of people get frustrated when they do runs, because, like, it's nice to see improvement, but you rarely see the improvement. You mostly just see the mistakes, and it's just, you get bored. I do still enjoy running the game and playing the game, but the thing is like, I still get kind of bored when I'm doing attempts, because it's like, oh, this again, oh, this again, Gotta go. Alright. We'll see. Thanks for stopping by, Michala. Whoa. Hold up. There we go. Also, if you're used to, like, chat interaction on YouTube, which is totally different from chat interaction on Twitch, like, YouTube people don't... It's a different culture. Because a lot of times you have, like, straight content creators. I'm not really a content creator, I'm a speedrunner. And, like, it sounds weird to say it, but, like, speedrun streaming culture is totally different. I wasn't listening to the thing, so I failed it. Like, what I do is kinda normal for... I mean, not 100%, but what I do is kinda normal. I mean, to be fair, I read fast, and I also, like, I've done enough speedrunning and streaming where, like, I know when to look at chat and how to read stuff while I'm doing games. But, from what I am aware of, a lot of speedrunners do the same thing as I do. Yeah, I'm just gonna start doing the pause buffer from now on because I just don't want to have stick flick. I'm fucked. Oh. It says I'm in Jungle Bungle, let's go. Whoa. Whoa, dude! Calm down! Also, when I'm saying dumb shit, I'm actually more so trying to entertain myself. This other one's kind of ass cheeks. Dude, stop proxying everywhere. Give me that life, thank you. Go on the sides. Stop. Okay, actually, you know what? I appreciate that bounce. Come on, give me broer strats. Bitch! Stop bouncing everywhere, please! Yo, let's go! No. Please don't. Thank you. I'm not losing time. Let's go. I don't have enough speed for that. Never be attached. That's the one thing that you should know. NT true. That's the one thing you should know. Never be attached. Being attached to a run is going to make you feel sad. You should never be attached to a run because the run is going to die until it doesn't die. Unless it's your wife and child, true, but what if the speedrun is my child? Bring them for another one? Bruh, who do you think I am, Kevin? If a run belongs to the streets, you gotta let it go. Runs always belong to the streets. Yo, Mate, what's up? Listen, you like a raise? Any percent sure lasted? I mean, it did. I'm still working on something else for any percent, but I don't want to do it until it's perfected. But also, I kinda want to wait until Hub 1 gets like a new skip or something that's consistent, or I find a way to make everything consistent without going really slow. I also didn't do any percent today, that was an issue. That was a title issue. I noticed it yesterday as well because I didn't do any percent, I did hundo. All in for the hundo phase? So am I. I want to at least get sub... Oh, come on. Why do you keep doing that? That's today's problem. Got it. I think I got the splash this time. This jungle bungle, outside of like the dumb stuff, is clean. Nice, there we go. I'm not proxying all over the place, that's nice. Yeah, there's like some odd cultural differences between, which I hate to call it that way, but it's like some odd cultural, like stream culture differences between like YouTubers and people on Twitch. Oh, I almost got bro strats. What's the difference? There's a lot of differences. Twitch streamers interact more with their chats. Commenters do different things. Okay. The norms are different. Just go on to YouTube streams and then you'll see. I almost lost my mask there, which would have sucked ball seconds. Whoa! Why did I gain that speed boost? Game just decided, oh yeah, you have more speed than you're supposed to have there. Which, yes, that happens. I'm a lot more comfortable being in Twitch streams than YouTube streams. Just because, like, I've been on Twitch for 12 years now. YouTube streaming is relatively new, and a lot of the, like, content creator, commenter dynamic is similar. You never watch YouTube streams? Neither do I, really. It's more difficult to interact. Like, when I'm in a stream, I kind of like to interact. Otherwise, I would just prefer to watch a VOD. Unless it's twins, that's also fair. So yesterday, what was really funny, I was in a call with Insanity, and we were, for some reason, talking about boobs, and then there was this, like, I mean, so the context behind it was that there was this girl, like, quite a few years ago, that was flirting with me, that I didn't realize, because I was, first of all, I was in a restaurant with my mom, and the waitress was, like, being flirtatious, and I didn't get it, and then my mom was like, oh, hey, you know she likes you, and then, you know, she was fairly well endowed, like, very well endowed, but she had a Valley Girl accent, so that was the thing, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna, ask for a number. Plus, also, it was at, like, the peak of my, like, being, like, a shut-in. So, like, I was kind of scared of social interaction, too. But, so that's the context behind it, in case anybody wants to, like, say, oh, well, that's kind of weird. So, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. So, about 10 minutes after that conversation, I look at my YouTube recommended, and what do I see? A VTuber with massive knockers streaming Twinsanity. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, why is it... Name? I'm not sharing. I didn't even check. But, like, I was like, dude, what in the fuck? And then, like, not even a minute later, I saw an AI-generated person with a male face and, like, these massive, these things would be considered udders at this point because they were larger than the person's head. But it was obviously AI-generated, and I'm just like, what are they fucking cooking, and why are they listening to me talking about this shit? A hikikomori phase? Yes, that was my hikikomori phase. Oh no, the apps are totally listening to our conversations. If you don't believe that Google is listening to our conversations through our phones, you're full of shit. Like, yeah, they're listening. Like, why do you think that a lot of like, mind you, this is a lot more geared towards women? What was my hikikomori phase like? Very awful. But mind you, it's geared a lot more towards women. So if Google thinks you're a woman or you're by a woman, it will give you things about, it will, like, tell you things about, period pads and things, tampons, you know. It will do that. Like, when I worked at a nail salon, I used to get a lot of ads that were geared towards, women. A lot of them when I was on YouTube on my phone. Like, a lot. If it knows you're pregnant, you will get you'll get ads for diapers and things. And that's if you hear, if it hears those words a lot. What was my hikikomori phase like? I was depressed all the time. I hated my life. I had no social interaction. I felt like I was going nowhere in my life, and the only thing that I was able to do was stream. So during the peak, I would do nothing but stream, but then, I would, like, that was around the time when the whole GDQ fiasco happened. And, so, like, I was even scared to stream, so the only thing I would do was just watch videos and then maybe find glitches or something. I was, like, I was extremely depressed. I hated basically every aspect of my life. I was fat. Like, way fatter than I am now. I was way weaker. I was more bedridden. I had a lot more addictions. Those addictions were like food addictions. I surrounded myself with the wrong people too. I don't actually get Tinder ads. When I'm on YouTube though, when my ad block wasn't working for YouTube Shorts, they kept giving me Viagra ads.
The crystal is mine.
You have to talk about it constantly, like those lonely guys on YouTube. Well, see, it also looks at if you're watching content for that.
So you'll go crystal crazy.
They check your search history and they sell it. Well, like, I mean, the thing is that you're always being monitored to some extent. That doesn't mean that, like, your conversation is being monitored, per se. I don't believe that. But there's models that are, like, listening to the words that you're saying and, like, it checks keywords. Some of them are, but it's rare. I think if you're saying keywords, you actually get properly monitored. But, most of the time, a lot of the stuff that you get is, a lot of it is just, it's paying attention and trying to hear you say very specific keywords for advertisers. So it's not, like, recording every single one of your voices. It's not doing, like, all that stuff. You know, it's not trying to, like, gather all of your privacy, but it is trying to, like, hear what words you say more often and things like that. You're so tempted to stay in your room all day? Don't. I'm serious, don't. Yeah, location data too. Humans are social creatures. No matter how much you want to say you're an introvert, don't. Like, I know hikikomori because I was one. It's very bad for you. It's very, very bad. Like, if you think you're depressed now, wait until you stop. Like, it is the okay. So I'm gonna tell you this: hikikomori syndrome, which is what they're calling it in the medical field, is it's a separate symptom. It's not, or it's a separate like illness and issue. It isn't caused by like other things, but there are contributing factors like depression and inferiority complex and things like that. I will tell you this: don't go into it. Like, I mean, if you're a solitary person, that's fine, but do not like exchange your life for it, because the thing is like, if you end up doing that, you're going to ruin your life, and going back is hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am a fairly strong and stubborn person on the inside. I have a very strong will. The majority of people who are alone cannot get out of it by themselves, but the problem is when you're hikikomori, you don't accept help. You ignore help. You will not get out of it. And do you know what this, like, if you're not living in Japan, where this syndrome is way more well understood, you will get no help. You won't be able to get out of it. You're just going to be in, like, this constant state of depression, constant state of inferiority, constant state of basically wanting to... Okay, I'm not on a run. You'll be in a state of wanting to kill yourself all the time. That is not something you want in your life. Like, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Not for this crappy world, but it might change. It might change. Like, yes, things are hard. Of course they're hard. They're always hard. It is going to always be hard. But the thing is that if you put yourself in the situation, because right now you have the possibility of not staying within that thing. Once you stop, you're trapped for almost ever. There will be nobody that will help you. Right now, they can. There will be nobody that will be able to help you. You're going to be very depressed. You're going to hate your life all the time. And the thing is, the only thing you're going to have is video games. You're going to be you're going to be mooching off of people for the rest of your fucking life. You're going to basically, like, you're going to want to do more stuff. There will be nobody that will help you. And here's the thing, is that you think it's bad now. When you're in that, it's over. I know that. I lived it for 5 years. And I'm not saying, like, I mean, of course it's difficult. I know, because I was in that situation. It's really difficult. The reason why I'm 30 right now, and I'm just now finishing college, is because of the fact that I was a shut-in for 6 years. And listen, I'm not saying this to, like, say, like, oh, you're a deadbeat if you do this. Don't misconstrue my words. I'm telling you the reality of it as somebody who was living in that. These are the real things. You will feel this yourself. You will hate yourself more than you hate the world. You will feel nothing. You won't be living. You'll just be surviving. You need... Like, there's always a way, but not everybody has the will to do so. Talk to people about this. Tell your parents how you feel. Tell everybody that you care about how you feel. Ask for advice. And it's not like, you know, try to push yourself to do things. Just make sure you do whatever you can to prevent yourself from being locked in a room for all of your life. And that doesn't mean that you can't, you know, like, just do the things I'm doing right now, which is, like, streaming and doing stuff. That means that you need to have something that will allow you to progress in your life. Like, maybe go to do a master's degree. Maybe, like, find a small job you're capable of doing. Is something small as, like, even so, every so often going out with friends. Or just, like, walking in a park or something with your friends. Like, it needs to be something. You need an attachment. If you lose that attachment, you're going to be locked in a place you don't want to be in. If you think you're depressed and desperate right now, it gets worse. You are not at rock bottom. You are very far from rock bottom. I had nothing. I had no one. My parents didn't help me. All they did was just basically feed me. I had nothing and I had nobody. I had no money. The only thing I had was streaming. That's why I streamed so much. The only thing I had was speedrunning and glitch finding. That was the only thing I had. For 5 years. I had no IRL friends. I had nobody anywhere near close to me. And while, like, I'm not a person that experiences suicidal thoughts, luckily, I'm very lucky that I never had that, because in that state where I was basically doing that, and also after GDQ basically pushing me away from everybody and thinking that I was worthless, not even in the only place that accepted me, then I became rejected by the only community that accepted me as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I talk about this sometimes, I'm surprised I didn't end my own life. I'm a stubborn asshole. Well, maybe not asshole, but I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I'm a very stubborn motherfucker. I'm lucky that I'm a very stubborn motherfucker, because eventually I did come out of it. But there's a very clear difference between, like, say, what Joseph is saying right now and what you're saying, Mate. And I know what's going on. I can see it. The thing is like, I was the exact same way, and it happened to me. But, like, Joseph, I'm not worried about you. Like, I mean, there's a very clear difference between displaying shut-in or hikikomori symptoms and just, like, being somebody that just doesn't want to go outside and socialize. Those are two very, very different concepts. So what I'm going to tell you, and if anybody else that is listening to me right now has any of these types of ideas, like, I don't want to be in society, society is terrible, I feel inferior, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm just going to lock myself in my room and just do whatever I want, you are going to need to seek help. Like, not maybe not professional help. In some places it's difficult to do this, but seriously, talk to the people that you care about what's going on, and try to find a way to make sure that you don't, like, get stuck like I did. Like, yeah, I know when I'm streaming I seem happy, and I'll tell you the reason why I seem happy. I am happy. And the reason is because I went from having nothing, with nothing but despair, no future, nothing, to just a tiny little step going back to school, which brought me back and helped me fix a lot of the issues that I had that caused me to be there, including the GDQ thing. That was that was also a symptom of the thing I was having. Like, all of that stuff, it knocked me, it punched me down to make me realize where the fuck I was and where I needed to go. It is really common for people to hide from society. I know, because that happened to me. But, like, the reason why I seem so happy when I'm streaming and doing all this stuff is because of, after high school, I went into a place where I literally hit rock bottom. And I put myself in there. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was my fault. But there were other things that were not my fault. There were other factors. There were issues that I had that I needed to resolve. That I didn't resolve. I got a wake-up call in 2015. That was a little over 10 years ago. That forced me to basically search and look where I needed to go. And luckily, I'm still here, and I'm still doing the things. But the thing is like, look, I'm studying languages. I'm very happy. I have friends. I went to Japan. I'm probably going to Mexico. And, like, doing things that I never thought I would ever do in my life. I'm happy now. But the thing is how did I get here? And how I got here was that I had to go through something that was, like, very strong and very, like... I suffered a lot. And I'm not saying, like, everybody here should pity me. Absolutely not. Like, the thing is, like, you shouldn't be looking at this. I'm saying this and talking about this because people need to understand. Not for me. But the hikikomori thing, it is something that is no longer a Japanese problem. It is a worldwide problem that is happening. And it's not because of social media. It has nothing to do with social media. There's a lot of things that are going on that are causing these things to happen. And we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be researched and it needs to be understood. If you know anybody that is talking about these kinds of things that Matei is saying, like, don't force it, because the thing is like, it is an accidental choice. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is the person's own fault, but don't blame them for it. You need to figure out, and don't force them. You need to just kind of, like, just get them to talk. Find out what's going on, and see if there's anything that can be done. And if you're experiencing this yourself, do the same things. Just talk to the people that you care about. Not necessarily always the people that care about you. Like, at least let your parents know what's going on. But parents are not going to understand the societal issue because in terms of worldwide things, this is very recent, like 20 years. These people were considered full shut-ins, not people that have an actual, like, problem. So, like, it's a real issue that we don't talk about it. What was the GDQ thing? So, about 10 years ago, I was on SGDQ 2015, and I made some very, very bad jokes, especially at the end. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't want, since I'm on YouTube right now, I don't want the algorithm to just, like, tell me to go fuck myself. You'll know, you'll be able to see it if you look up, SGDQ cringe compilations. It's not something I'm proud of. I'm very embarrassed about it. It brought me 10 years of trauma. I mean, I own it. And the thing is like, I mean, that was the wake-up call that I got that eventually led me on the path to basically, like, fixing myself. The problem is very few people are put in positions when they're in that state. They're not put in positions where they're challenged with the idea that maybe that how they're thinking and how they're acting and everything is wrong. And the thing is I'll tell you, if I went back in time, I wouldn't want to do it, But if it were the case of, like, if I were placed in the same position with the same ideals and everything, I would rather have gone through that again, because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I am right now and who I am right now, as a much better person than I was back then. But I already know that I would be probably making money off of streaming by this point. I talked about this yesterday. Like, of course I didn't like the, like, years of trauma and things like that and all this other stuff, but I learned from it. I don't talk about it in great detail because the thing is like, I don't want people to pity me or, like, look at me like sympathize with me or, like, tell me, you know, I am, like, you know, I'm so glad for you, your stuff is like, man, you're so empowering. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like that. I think that's stupid, because when you hear people say, like, oh, you're so empowering, what are you really doing? What are you doing? When you could be saying, like, you're listening to my story, what I'm talking about, and instead of saying, like, wow, that's really inspiring, you could say, I'd prefer you'd be quiet, that's a good one. But it's like, when you could be trying to help people that were in a similar that are in a similar situation that I was in at the time. That's why I don't talk about it. At least in detail. I would be fine talking about it, like, in private. It's not like it's a bad... It's not like it's something that I wouldn't be open to talking about. But I'm talking about it because it's like, it is something that is extremely important for people to know about. Because it's very likely that you know somebody, or are yourself somebody who was experiencing very similar things to what I was going through, and somebody needs to hear the raw, like, what's going on. And I know you would probably think that, like, anybody that went through being a hikikomori would be like, oh man, they're so happy, they're doing exactly what they want to do, they're studying what they want, they're buying what they want, they have all this free time on their hands. The reason why a hikikomori does all these things that they want is because they have nothing they can do, and if they don't, they feel a hole in their, like, heart. Because humans cannot do nothing. They're doing it because, it's not because they don't have anything better to do, but because if they don't, it's going to fuck them up really bad. I know, because that was me. That was me. I watched a couple of hikikomori videos when I was in Japanese classes, and I cried like every time. And, like, I wasn't shy about it. I told my professor. I told I made what's it called? I made presentations in Japanese about being a hikikomori and things like that, and like because the thing is like, I want people to know that it's not just a Japanese problem, it's happening here, and you can be anybody, and it can happen, and I don't want to see other people go through it. It's awful. It's one of the worst things that people could feel. It's almost like being in solitary confinement, I believe. And not many people can escape from it without taking a different exit. The golden age of GDQ golden age was 2012 to 2015. This is true. I back in back in those days, SGDQ was better than AGDQ by a long shot. And the reason why was because ROM Scout was doing this stuff. Like, ROM Scout was working on SGDQ, so, like, the games for SGDQ were always better. The runs were always better in SGDQ. SGDQ was awesome. But then ROM Scout left SGDQ 2015. I don't know if I was the reason for it. I have no clue if I was, like, a direct or indirect cause. I was a direct cause of, them being ban happy and threatening people. That was shitty. I got caught. And also, I really do want to say this, that, like, yo, backers, permabanned? I wasn't permabanned, no. They never gave permabans. I wasn't even banned. But, like, and I'm gonna be straight up with you. What game was I playing? Crash 2. Crash 2 and Sonic Adventure DX. So, I don't remember if I talked about this on stream before, but, what happened was, immediately afterwards, somebody asked me if they could borrow my console, and then I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then we went to, yeah, that was my old username. Which, luckily, they misspelled it, so I didn't get as much flack as I could have. But, so we went to White Castle. By the way, it was disgusting. Then, turns out everything was blowing up on Twitter, and then, my roommates were like, oh yeah, they're asking you to go to the front desk. Yo, Ali. So I went to the front desk, and there was this guy called Clage, and he starts yelling. You know, as I'm already, like, upset because I realized that, I did something very inappropriate. I am that kind of person that, like, if I know I did something really inappropriate and bad, I feel bad about it. That's how I am. So I was already, like, upset. So this guy, in front of a bunch of people, where actually the people upstairs could hear you because it was on the basement floor, wide open space and everything, I start getting yelled at. A couple of things that were yelled at is, like, you're not banned, you are banned from the venue. If you come back down here, we will call the cops on you, or we'll, call security to take you out. And then he yelled, if you need help, we can help you, we have people for that. And so, one of my roommates was about to, like, tell him off. And, I lifted my hand up to, like, block him so he wouldn't do anything. And then I just said, let's go. And then I was crying at that point. And then, one of my roommates kept telling me to look at him. I didn't want to look at him. And then, the one that was going to, like, tell the guy off, he took his fruit juice cup. Oh, shit. My voice cracked. He took his fruit juice cup, and then, he smashed it against the wall, which was kind of funny. We went to the hotel room, and then I cried myself to sleep. That is exactly what happened. On top of, like, people trying to want to ask me for an interview, which I didn't want to do because I just didn't, I wanted to be left alone. And then also, a lot of, like, I had serious anxiety attacks then. Mind you, I also didn't know I had fibromyalgia, which, like, made everything 10 times worse. I stayed away from everybody. Feeling a bit better, that's good. So, they banned me on Twitch, but what the official statement was, to protect me from the masses. That was their official statement, was to protect me from the masses. I was banned from Twitch. I was, like, talking with Rom Scout over Twitter. And, like, I was like, that's not right. You shouldn't be banning me for that reason. And then he's like, okay, we'll unban you. So I get unbanned, but then I was still IP banned. And that took me a year. It took a year to convince them that I was not un-IP banned. During this time, I wasn't doing any speedrunning. And then around in 2016, some even worse stuff happened with the Sonic community. That basically, like, led me to no longer be a leader of the Sonic community, which I was running the boards for speedrun.com. I was one of the series mods, and also Sonic Adventure DX. There were some people manipulated me out of power, and then through shame, while also losing two of my best friends. Not like losing them, but they stopped being friends with me because of drama. I was isolated even more, and everywhere I went, I was basically being considered like a really awful person. And I kept getting death threats too. So every time I would make a video or like stream or whatever, this would constantly come up. So it put me into the hole that I was in that led me up to being a hikikomori, even more so than I already was. So I'm speaking about this in detail just because of the fact that, like, since we were on the subject, this is the stuff that nobody talked about. That, I mean, like, and I mean, I constantly apologized, always in the background, never in public. I didn't want to be in public. I didn't want the attention. But nobody ever came to my defense outside of the Crash community. Like the Crash 2 speedrunners, including Dust. Which was, he was known for being very brutally honest. But like when the whole J-Hobbs thing that I talked about yesterday, where the guy was like, trying to mod his streamer logo onto Crash's pants, and the Crash community was telling him to go fuck off because he was being dumb. J-Hobbs came in and said, this is Rich coming from the community that defends G-Pro who made those jokes at GDQ. And Dust was one of the first people to, like, defend me. Because he's like, that person has apologized profusely for that shit. You don't get any right to say that when he doesn't even need to be involved with this. And I almost cry every time I think about that, because that was the first time somebody just publicly defended me. For something that I felt horrible for doing. So, this also is the reason why, like, I've always had major respect for. Yeah, you did do that. So, that's pretty much what was going on. That was, like, I mean, that's the reason why I, like, when I, like, dedicated the run to it, to Dust, and, like, why when he passed away, that affected me a lot. No matter what anybody ever said about the guy, he was a nice guy. He was just mean to people because he didn't know how to be nice to people because of issues that he had. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's a little selfish, and I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a little selfish. Yeah, I just wish that most people would have kind of realized that before he passed away. And I'm still a little bitter about it. Of course I'm gonna be bitter about it. Even if I weren't close friends with him in recent months. But there... Wait, Dust passed? Dust isn't Dustiel, he passed away, yeah. He passed away, a couple weeks ago. Damn it. How am I holding up? I mean, I'm okay. That's devastating. It is devastating, yeah. There's a lot that I don't talk about. But I mean, that's mostly because I don't really want people to kind of worry about me. But also, the biggest reason why I never really talked about it was because... Oh, damn it. The only reason why I never wanted to talk about it was because I was scared that if I were, like, fully brutally honest about it, that it would come back and, you know, hit me in the face like, oh no, he's lying to gain sympathy, or all this other stuff. It's like, I mean, that's not true. But also the thing is I don't want to bring the attention back. Especially after when Kylie made that Twinsanity any % video, which she even admitted, like, part of it was to try to give you some positive attention for once, because I never really got that much positive attention. So, and again, I'm not saying this to, like, be pitiful. It's the truth. It's just what happened, and a lot of it was my fault, and I'm going to say that very implicitly. But it's the truth that, like, Kylie said part of the reason why she wanted to make that was just to kind of, like, give me some proper attention, and give attention to the game. Which was one of the nicest things that anybody has ever done for me. But that was another reason why I didn't want to talk about it, was I didn't want to squander that attention. Now, like, knowing the things that I know, yes, I'm not going to shy away from it, because the thing is it happened. It happened. It's the only thing we can do, is just go forward, and especially because, you know, Mate basically kind of, like, tugged the heartstring, because I relate to what he was talking about. But I also don't want to shy away from the fact that a lot of it was my own fault. It doesn't mean, and I'm going to say this as well, it doesn't mean that there aren't societal factors, because there are societal factors, and there are things that we would hate about society and how people act and react in relation to ourselves. This is why a lot of times they do talk about societal issues, and a lot of it is because of the fact that I have been very seriously and severely affected by some of this stuff. And so there you go. Ooh. Got raided, nice. I guess I'm doing this. Theo Jordy, thanks for the raid. Thanks for the good luck. How was your stream? to be able to share things about it. I don't know if it's strong. It's more like I have reasons to talk about it. Because if I am capable of making sure that someone knows that they're not alone in this kind of struggle and prevent them from going down the same path as me, I will talk about it straight up. 10 seconds off of this 120 PB? Nice. What's your Spruno PB? That one should have worked. $128? That's pretty damn good. One of these days I'm gonna try to go for Spiral 120. But I promised myself after I was done with Twins I'm going to Hero's Tail because of Dust. I want to try to actually get a good Hundo PB. And then maybe try to get any percent, I don't know. That might not have worked. Surprised. And it's strong? Maybe. But I mean, that's just the kind of dude that I am. I'm just gonna say this right now. That's just the kind of person that I am. I mean, no, I'm not the best person. Like, I'm not, like, always the nicest person. I'm dumb. I say stupid shit. I don't understand societal norms like other people do. If I did, I wouldn't have gotten myself into some of those messes, but I don't think I would be the man I am today without it. So, like, you know. But that is basically it. Like, I'm not stupid. I kind of am. Like, stupidity and intelligence are not like opposites of each other. Everybody does stupid things. I'm not saying that to bring myself down. It's like, no, it's kind of true. I do really stupid things. I say stupid stuff. It's just the truth. It doesn't mean... I'm not saying it to demean myself. Everybody does stupid things. But I do appreciate the compliments. Why do I have to spin at the end of the jump? You don't have to, but it does make it easier. Yeah, doing dumb things is what makes us human. Exactly, that's what I mean. Why burn bridges? Well, I mean, for one, you didn't listen to me. And two, you went to two of my friends and said I betrayed you. Like, which you know that is a really, really, really harsh word for me. I mean, you didn't know my mom was possibly being diagnosed with cancer, but I was told not to say anything. Luckily, she doesn't have it. But you didn't listen. The thing is, you never tried to ask how I was feeling. You just got upset. Like, here's the thing, is like, the biggest thing, Mr. Butt, is that you never listened to how I was feeling. You only cared about how you were feeling. And the fact that you went and said my stupid friends, not liking my friends, and the thing is and you're even bringing it up in my stream. I'm sorry. But that's an awful thing that you're doing. If you would have waited, that would not have happened. But no. I was gonna do it when school started back up, but now, I'm sorry. This is just, no. You hurt me more than anybody else with that. And you went and you did other things. Goodbye. You have committed a sin at which I can't forgive. You didn't even let me do what I was gonna do. So this is it. That's it. Can't believe that. That is like one of the worst things that you could have possibly done, was bring that stuff into light when you were the only person that was supposed to support me. I'm not scared of people anymore. I don't care about people confronting me anymore. I can't believe this. That is one of the worst things that anybody has ever really tried to do. Especially from somebody that should have been one of my best friends. I can't believe this. This is the absolute... No. I cannot believe that I just had to do that. Of course it's okay if someone's not the confrontational type. I don't want to do that, but... I mean, it is my fault. I was told that maybe I should have started saying something earlier, but I didn't want to say something that I would have regretted. Especially when I knew that it could also cost not just that friendship, but other friendships. And when I get angry, because I have a bad temper, when I get angry, I can say things I don't mean, and I don't want that. So it's like, I just can't believe this, man. I'm tempted to almost end stream now because of that. And now, what's gonna be even worse is that I already know what's gonna happen is that a couple of my other friends are gonna be told about this, and I'm gonna lose more than just that friendship, which is unfair. That was supposed to stay between me and somebody else. We'll see. I still want to stream. I said I was gonna stream today. Take a breather. I'm okay for right now. I mean, yes, I am angry, very angry. I mean, if you want me to be completely honest about this whole thing, like, it was just... I was having issues. I didn't want to bring it upon him. Because, like I said, and I never talked about this on stream, by the way, was my mom was potentially being diagnosed with cancer. Which, she doesn't have cancer. They're still doing a double take, just in case. But it was causing me to have a lot of problems, and so I basically just, said, like, I can't talk about this. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna do other things. And I asked for understanding, and that was basically it. And, well... that was it. Like... there's other things. I'm not gonna talk about anything else. Because, like, I mean, it was just for the context of what just happened. But... like... You are you at the end of the day, yes, but you can also get better as a person. But it's like, there's other things that have happened I'm not talking about, and I shouldn't talk about, but it's like... And here's the thing, I don't want you guys bashing this person. This is a dispute between me and another person that just ended up being very bad and should not have been brought to light. But, it hurt a lot. I've worked a lot. No, you're fine. Like, I worked a lot on a lot of things that were happening. For the better, because you found better friends. Yeah. There were lots of good things and lots of bad things that, like, just happened with friendships and stuff. But it was, if I could find a way to just, I mean, what makes me very mad right now is that I don't want that being part of, I don't want that being a part of anything that is in the streams. So I am probably gonna have to find a way to mute that part of the VOD. If... well, that's good. I didn't know that, Cratchit. I appreciate it. But I also... what about deleting the VOD? I don't want to delete the VOD because the thing is what I said about, like everything that I said about, like, GDQ and everything, I don't want that to be deleted. Because in the case that somebody finds that, and it's just watching that watching the VOD, and then hears that, that might be the reason that they bounce back. Or start helping somebody else. So now I'm kind of in an impasse where, like, something happened, nobody knows the context, and I look like a dickhead. At the same time... oh, why delete? There's nothing to hide. There is nothing to hide. That's true. But also, I don't want to have that, like... what the hell's going on? I just missed a call. I don't want dirty laundry or something that, like... yeah, it's more like it was a private thing. That shouldn't be public. It should not have been brought in the public eye. That's the issue. Because it's not just disrespectful for me, it's disrespectful for him as well. That, like, something like that. Because no matter at the end of the day, when you have problems with somebody or something, like, happens as a result of, you know, issues, is that it's always between you and the other person. It has nothing to do with, like, nobody should know about that. And even if, and this would be the worst part, is that if I were to let everything out and talk about it, if you were to go on my side, it would be bad for the other person. And the other way around. If you were on the other person's side, or think that both people are at fault, it's bad. Because that's what happens with disputes. Like... because that was personal. It was like a 100% personal thing. They'd rather accuse than clarify. Kinda, yeah. But also, don't feel bad about this person. Because, like, the thing is that... he did help me a lot. He did a lot of good things. But it was a dispute that just ended up taking the wrong turn. I could talk about my own personal feelings, but I am going to say this with just 100%, like, honesty is like, do not judge this person. Do not talk ill will about that person. It was very specifically a dispute between me and him. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I think next reset I'm gonna end stream. Regardless of what happens. I apologize. This was, unexpected. But, like, I'm not gonna be able to hold in my emotions for that much longer, unfortunately. I don't want to show that to people. I mean, I gotta be, because, like, I told people I was gonna stream today, and I streamed for, like, 3 hours. I only made it into Hub 3, like, once. Instead, and I mean, I'm happy that we got to talk about a couple of, like, really important things. But at the same time, well, yeah, that drama that happened, there's no sugarcoating it. That was also my fault. I should have handled it. I did not. Keep it in or I'll implode. I'll be fine. Why did I do that? Okay, that was lucky. Hopefully I don't take damage. If I take damage, it's... Oh, yep. Okay. Alright, I apologize for everything that, that has transpired. I am just I'm in no shape to be able to continue streaming at the moment. Let's see if there's somebody that we can raid. What the fuck? Smartkin streaming? Hold up, we raiding Smartkin, dude. If I feel better later, nah, it's getting late. If anybody on YouTube wants to join, https://twitch.tv/Smartkin. You can go to see Smartkin. And, yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow.